Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. I'm your host TPC Gamer, and in our last episode, I actually did surprisingly well, given that I used a brand new wagon with a terrible, terrible weapon. But I have a good feeling about today's run though, because we're going to be using my favourite wagon in the whole game. We're going to be using the diseased wagon. It spreads disease. Because apparently the description for this one was written by those guys on 4chan who think they understand demotivational posters. And apparently it comes with a disease of its own. I don't know if that's a scripted thing, or I'm just unlucky and that kind of thing happens a lot with this thing. So, whatever. Yes, our weapon is a viral outbreak gun. You see how every animal I kill has a little green cloud around it? These clouds act as a separate bullet, which damages or kills anything that comes in contact with it. And anything that dies because of the cloud leaves behind a cloud of its own, and so on and so on. Basically, this gun breaks the game into a million little pieces, and I absolutely love it. Like, first time I used this gun after unlocking it, I completed the game. That's how good it is. Because, I mean, you've seen me, I'm usually pretty terrible at this. The best is yet to come, though, but well, we'll get to that when we get to it, and you see, this is the problem. A lot of the time you'll find yourself swerving to dodge the power-ups, because nothing is quite as good as a diseased gun. Although now as I come to look at the wagon, I kind of wonder what it is meant to be. Like, it looks like it could be a pile of bodies, which would make sense. And about the only thing in this game that makes sense. Or maybe it's a stack of needles. I don't know. The scenario where you get the diseased gun is really out of place for this game, or I feel so, anyways, so I wouldn't put it past being lab supplies or whatnot. Oh, and I got better again, hooray! I wonder. Alright, you can't pick stuff up with the gun, it must just be the Falcon. Aww. This is one of the new events they added. I don't know that it changes anything, it could tweak the random number generator, but if nothing else, it's a really pretty screen. And I'm gonna jump. I want to go to space, because I reckon the diseased gun will just tear everything apart when I'm up there. But skipping the river will also do. Now it's time to show what this gun can really do. By which I mean, give Margaret meningitis. It's not so bad, I don't think. I mean, I had meningitis. Type C, in fact, which... Okay, I will admit that when I recovered, I didn't have a buffalo hit me in the stomach. That would probably help to exacerbate the symptoms, you know? It's a shame too, because when the screen gets crowded like this, that's the diseased gun's time to shine. You can wipe out an entire herd with very few shots because they're so tightly packed together. You know, manifest destiny and all that. Although I will say I've taken a couple of hits because the whole screen gets just so visually busy, I have a hard time telling what is and what isn't alive. And now I feel like a bit of a plonker for picking up that flamethrower because I could really do with the diseased gun for this part. The trick here is, usually, you hang out in the middle or to the left of the screen, you just get a few little plague spots going, and you just sit back and watch the pandemic spread. Because, look at this, how many of these guys have I killed with very minimal effort? Have you seen the screen this empty in this scenario? Ah, well. It wasn't going to last forever, I know, but at least I had it. And I got a couple of 100 skins out of it, so I can buy pretty much whatever I want now. Oh, hey, and speaking of, I hope he'll join us. Ah. Well, I will take that, because medkits are always handy. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, game, don't do this. I like the Falcon and all, but I don't want to do this right now. I have the scurvy gun. It is my actual lifelong dream. Why am I still using it? I thought you had the bird for this portion. That's some high-stakes, high-tension wagons. Tactical airstrikes are always suitable for coyotes, I feel. Ah, okay, yeah, now I've got the Falcon. It's a shame, but it's more hides for me, right? Look on the bright side, and whatever doesn't kill me dies horribly, etc., etc. What? This is meant to happen right now. Because I'm... Yeah, this is the series of events that leads to the diseased gun. Oh, game, you haven't. Oh, you have! Oh, thank you, game! And yeah, you may have seen in the text box that this thing is called the antique pistol. Oh, I'll take that! So, this is the event that lets you unlock the diseased wagon. And the only way that I completed it was I bought as many machine guns as I could, and I just hoped. Spray and pray has never been a more appropriate name than when I was doing this. Although that was quite a ways easier than I remember it being. Oh wait, no, this was the bit I had trouble with, if I recall. Game? Did you break? Oh, there we go. Wow, that shows how long I've been playing this section. I've never heard the music stop and loop before. And it's my own stupid fault that I'm taking hits. I thought I still had the pistol for some reason. So as you can see, the monkeys leave their own disease trail like I do with the pistol. I'm not immune to it because... Really, where's the challenge? You want a game without threat or tension or challenge? Go play Snatcher or something, you know? And it really is a shame that I've already unlocked this wagon, because the first time I did this section, my reaction was priceless. Just sheer amazement at the fact that I had become death incarnate. I mean, look at this! This is like... What was that, 50 hides for absolutely nothing? Okay. Normally, I swim here, because the diseased gun is brilliant when you use it underwater, but I'm going to go through the desert, because I'm in desperate need of another player. So, you know, fingers crossed, everybody. Gambling Cowboy, this is a new one. Does he join me? I guess not. But that's a pretty steep challenge even with the diseased gun, so I'm gonna pass on that, I think. And immediately regret it. Probably should have taken him up on that bet, because it's not like I'm gonna find anyone to join me until I get to the mountains. And I like that, even with as well as I'm playing, I'm talking like I'm gonna get to the mountains. And at this rate, I am almost certainly not going to do that. Yeah, especially not with the vultures, because I'm pretty bad at doing that, as you've noticed. Okay. Join us next time for possibly this, possibly something else. I don't know. And until next time, goodbye!